right, a lot of people been asking what's going on with the offer from the DAZN for Jermall Charlo to fight Demetrius Andrade. And I got an update yesterday when I went live. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Appreciate the love, support. And also, for people that didn't know, Eddie Hearn said that if PBC, Fox, Showtime sent a counter offer that was better than what they sent over to Jermall Charlo, that he had no problem sending Demetrius Andrade over to Premier Boxing Champions platform, Fox, FS1, or Showtime, for him to fight over there if they can match the offer. So, last time I heard, Ronnie Shields said they received no offer because the offer had to go to Al Heyman. But Jermall Charlo was saying Lions only promotion. But yesterday I heard that the DAZN, they haven't heard anything back from Jermall Charlo, a yay or a nay. So as of right now, I wouldn't expect Jermall Charlo, to be in Miami to face off against Demetrius Andrade. Things can change, but I also heard that the DAZN is willing to go as high as $10 million for Jermall Charlo to fight Demetrius Andrade. Now that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that they're willing to go up to 10. Now it's been the alleged offer was $7 million. And if you go back to 2018, when Danny Jacobs pulled up to Jermall Charlo, he said, "You ain't touching a meal yet." And Charlo was like, "I'll get there." So you went in 2 years from making 500, 600,000, whatever he was making, and you can make $7 million and now $10 million. You can make as far as $10 million. I mean, that's almost what Kovalev was getting to fight. That's basically what Kovalev got to fight Canelo, because he got $12 million, but $2 million went to Top Rank, allegedly. They kind of denied it, but I believe the $2 million went to Top Rank to let Kovalev go to the DAZN and stay. So now Kovalev is a DAZN fighter. Okay, if he had won, he would have went back to Top Rank. So now he's a DAZN fighter. All right. And his court date got pushed back too for that situation, just to let people know. Dan Reedfield reported it. But a lot of people want to know what's been going on with Jermall Charlo. And some people say, oh, no Canelo or nothing. How can you? I mean, right now, Canelo is fighting Billy Joe Saunders in May. Okay. That's what they're saying. And then Golovkin trilogy in September. And things can change. All right. But then, you know, at the end of the day, you can say Canelo ducked him. He dropped the belt to not to fight Jermall Charlo. Okay, we know Canelo got the protection, got the complexion for the protection. All right, we established that. If you can't get Canelo, you can't get Golovkin. You know Golovkin about to fight Kamil Zamata. Then he might fight Canelo in the trilogy in September. There's a Zamata fight possibly be in the Chicago area March 28th. So if you can't get them two, then you get the next best guy. You know what I'm saying? And that's Demetrius Andrade. But it's been some suspect activity on Jermall Charlo's part, because when he was asked about fighting Demetrius Andrade, Jermall Charlo said that basically he wanted to fight the other champions except for Demetrius Andrade. All right? So Ronnie Shields also was on saying that Andrade's a fantastic fighter, but they only want Golovkin and Canelo. So, you know, at the end of the day, we can't complain about, as the brothers, we can't complain about black fighters not getting a chance from the other, and we won't give each other a chance. You got the WBC title holder and the WBO title holder. That should mix it up. You know, unify titles and make a big fight for the brothers. But in boxing, they always got a problem with making the big fights between black fighters. You know, and that's just the God honest truth. And you know, like I said, $7 million was a lot to turn down, and you never take the first offer, in the great words of Errol Spence Jr. But now they willing to pay him $10 million, and he's still not responding. Come on. I mean, Anthony Joshua dug 50, and he got criticized, and he just made $85 million. Or whatever it was, $75 million versus, you know, Andy Ruiz Jr. in the rematch. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, Jermall Charlo gonna fight Chris Eubanks and make $1 million, maybe $2 million, maybe $3 million. I doubt if that's even a $3 million fight for him. He gonna make $1 million, $1.5 million, $2 million versus him, and you know he can make 10 versus Demetrius Andrade. Now, what is he waiting out for Canelo for? He waiting out to get $15 million to fight Canelo, like Danny Jacobs did. But if you really believe that Demetrius Andrade is chinny and he's scary and he ducked your brother a couple years ago, well, I mean, who leaving an easy $10 million on the floor? I mean, this is simple math. And sometimes simple math can be complex, but this ain't that. At the end of the day, him and his brother got all this to say. But somebody test their gangster, and guess what? It comes back for suburban night. You know what I'm saying? And I bet you some of these dudes that claim they from the hood, and if they buddies understood the boxing, understand, if Tank was fighting vagabonds and Tank was scared of a Ukrainian and Tank was scared of a dude from Philly, if they knew the truth, man, they wouldn't condone this behavior. If they knew about the boxing politics and they knew how to read between the lines, the city of Houston wouldn't condone what the Charlos doing. The city of Houston really don't even mess with the Charlos like that. They don't even know who the F they is. You know what I'm saying? So Demetrius Andrade and his team putting the money up for the fight to happen. I understand Demetrius Andrade, they're not feeding him Billy Joe, they're not feeding him Canelo, they're not feeding him Golovkin. But at least they putting the money up for him to make a fight, where they can with another dude across the street. They put the money behind him. All Al got to do is counter offering Andrade to come to PBC. So don't tell me that Jermall Charlo is so candid on coming over to the zone to fight Canelo and only Golovkin, and you making a good payday fighting Demetrius Andrade. Sergey Derevchenko, he only got $5 million to offer to fight Canelo. He only got 5.5, 5.6 to fight Golovkin. You know what I'm saying? Demetrius Andrade's name is nowhere up there, and you can get $10 million or $7 to $10 million to fight him, and you gonna hide over there to fight for some fake WBA belt. Even if they do upgrade, Chris Eubanks Jr., man, I get it. If he fight Eubanks first and unify that title, and then he can go into a 3-belt unification with Demetrius Andrade, maybe they offer him 15, but $10 million, that's a lot of money to pass up. That's a ton of money to pass up. He looking funny out here. He ain't rebutting. The only rebuttal is Ronnie Shields came out and said, well, if we didn't get an offer because it didn't go to Al, for the most part. Barbershop Conversation got their interview. Put Barbershop Conversation in with Ronnie Shields, and it should come up. Tony Harrison, Charlo 2 fight weekend. So ain't nobody trying to hear that, man. Charlos blow all this smoke, and then when it's time to get pressed, Jermall, he want to lose his pen. He want to lose his phone. He ain't a boss. This is unacceptable. He needs to rebuttal. They offered this a few weeks ago. They sent this offer. And I know Eddie Hearn a lot of things, bro. But not to get an offer, he can come out and say, well, the offer wasn't good enough. Or it wasn't enough money. He said he offered 7. He only really offered 4. They said a 1-fight deal to come over there and make $10 million. Come on, man. Then you got Tank running around from Lomachenko. People don't want to believe me about Spence and Crawford and them, protecting Spence and the coach not thinking Spence can win, and PBC saying they want to weigh Crawford out and don't want to acknowledge Crawford. I mean, the proof's in the pudding. Tank ducking a $5 to $7 million offer to fight Tevin Farmer. People say, we offered Tevin $2 million to come. Like, come on. Anybody trying to hear that, man? The zone offering mad money, man. Andy Ruiz went over there and he went from a dollionaire to a multi-millionaire. What he made? $5 million to fight AJ the first time, 13 the second time. Derevchenko ain't never probably touched $1 million with PBC. He made $5.5 million fighting Golovkin. Mikey Garcia went over there and made $7 million fighting Jesse Vargas in a regular fight. That's what he gonna make. So at the end of the day, Charlo, I don't want to hear nothing about that gangster shit he be talking no more. That fake suburbanite gangster-ish. You need more people. We don't believe, man. But don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation? That link's in the description. Best way to donate is share the video. We on all social media, man. Like I said, check my other channel on Motor City Sports Talk for more sports, music, news, and entertainment, Detroit-wise. And hey, let me know what y'all think about Charlo perhaps ducking out a $7 million offer with a $10 million offer. One time for the one time. Goodfellas Sports TV, we gone.